Hi, Mark Dietel here with Mark Dietel Realty, and we are actually getting into the middle of the summer here in central Indiana. A question I'm getting, and I want to make sure I have a chance to give you some comments and give my thoughts on is, what can I do if my house isn't selling? Okay, so let's say you've been on the market. We have people that are on the market 2-3 weeks, maybe approaching that 4-week mark. Pictures look great, everything seems right, price seems right, but you're just not getting any showings and you haven't had any offers. So what possibly could be happening? So I just want to go over a few tips, maybe some things that you can think about that can make you look, and maybe and some options or things you can consider as it relates to if you're in that particular situation. So just remember, the market's different today than it was years ago. And, if the home seems right and you feel like you have good pictures, then, what could be some of the challenges? So let's just say you're having a few showings and you're not getting offers. Just from a point of reference, so nationally, homes are sitting on the market 60 days before they're going under contract. So remember, I've told you, just don't think about nationally, but think about locally. So related to central Indiana, our numbers are actually about half of that. Generally speaking, here in central Indiana, our markets are more consistent. So even 30 days can seem like a long time if you have your home on the market. So let's just talk about the first thing that you want to consider. If you're on the market, you're getting showings, but you haven't had any offer, chances are you're probably maybe dealing with a price issue. So you always want to be sensitive on the price. We talk about the 3 P's when it comes to getting a home sold: product, which is the home; promotion, which is the marketing; and then price. And oftentimes when you're on the market and you feel like the pictures are good and you're just not getting any tractions, you're getting showings, but you're not getting any offers, you want to consider price, and you want to look at that with your agent or whoever you're working with. So that's number one, check price. And when it comes to making adjustments, there's a couple of different philosophies. I'm not going to get into those right now, but always talk about, hey, do you want to make sure you're priced in a meaningful bracket? So that's important. Number two, you're not getting any showings and you're not obviously getting any offer, you're not getting any showings. Well, then what we like to talk about, you probably have an issue with more than one of the P's. So it very likely could be part of the promotion. You want to take a close look at your pictures. I always tell people that is number one. That's your 24/7 open house. So look really close to your pictures and make sure those are good, crisp, and that they're, a lack of clutter in the pictures. And then beyond just the pictures, you want to check your online presence. It's important that you're across the board on a lot of the different portals, and you really want to make sure that your agent or whoever you're working with has you out there on all the major portals and your home's being seen. So that's number two. And then number three, if you've tried everything, you feel like your pictures are good, you're getting a little bit of traffic, but again, nothing's really happened, it might be time for what we call a reset. There's a couple of different ways to consider a reset. Number one, at the 30-day mark, if you're having troubles, your agent should be looking at everything. They should go back in and look at a new valuation. They need to be looking at the expireds. They need to be looking about what new homes have been coming on the market in and around your area. So we talk about that. Maybe you're coming off of some changes that you've made, or that you need to get some new, fresh pictures. We talk about that as a reset as far as you're on the market. Another word is, we have sometimes sellers coming off the market for 90 days. When you do that, then it actually resets days on market. So that's another reset. If you're having a conversation with your agent, make sure you make a distinction between what they really mean by a reset. So that's just some of the thoughts and some of the things you could do. So there you have it. If you have questions, if you're not sure what's going on and you want to get a better idea, maybe another opinion, give us a call. We'd be happy to give you our thoughts and our comments as it relates to helping you get your home sold. Obviously, we do that at no charge. We do that all the time with all of our clients. Check us out at markdietel.com. You can always get a hold of me on my cell number, and I'm always happy to give that out at 317-441-7887. Thank you very much.